This is Feed Your Mind, and so I just released a video on my Feed Your Mind 2 channel about a giant cube that is said to be prophesied to come down from heaven in the last days. Well, after the last days, after the world is destroyed by fire. And so about that, so basically this huge cube, some people are saying it could possibly be a pyramid, because they're saying the dimensions add up for the base, but not necessarily for the top. I mean, the top is left open for discussion, they're saying. So they're saying it could be a pyramid coming down. And I wonder if that would explain anything to do with the pyramid seen all across the world. That could be a serious connection there. But the thing about this, let's just call it a cube for now. And another interesting thing about this cube is there is a religious group that travels around this black cube and, this land that I can't speak of. It's, where it is. But there's a group of people that circle around it, I think, for this religious practice. I don't know how often, maybe once a year or something, but I wonder if that could be a possible connection as well. But as far as the base, the base is said to be measured to a length that wouldn't even work on a ball Earth. Because if this thing was to come down and land on the Earth as it is saying in the Bible, you can't balance a square on a ball. It's just not going to work out, especially with the size of this square coming down, this base square. It would not work on a ball. The thing would tip over. You can't even explain that away with gravity. It wouldn't work. All right. So the only way it would work, this prophecy would work, is if the Earth is flat and level. Then this thing, with the size of it, would work. For all the measurements and details, you can go to my video on Feed Your Mind 2. I'll leave the link in the comment section and the description box. I have all the specifics about this thing. And so what I'm going to discuss with you, the reason why I'm discussing this on this channel, Feed Your Mind 3, is because I wanted to talk about the fact that they're saying this thing is going to come down from heaven to earth. Now, do you all think this is a literal or figurative example that was being spoken about? I asked the same question on my last channel, but that got me thinking more. And then I'm like, okay, so most Christian religions are saying that people just go to heaven after they pass from this earth. But with this prophecy, it's saying there's going to be a city that's going to come down to earth. So it's going to merge a heavenly city on earth. And if this is a literal thing, that will actually bring a lot of insight into the minds of the masses, because why are we being told about this, everyone going to heaven, when they're saying heaven's going to be here on earth? Because originally Adam and Eve apparently weren't supposed to perish. That was a sentence that was given to them. So earth is designed for the physical human being. And after Adam and Eve sinned, it was passed down through generations that people would have limited time on this earth. But if that is restored because of the Messiah in the end times, and there's no longer the sentence of perishing, and then the city from heaven comes down to earth, then why are all the pastors of organized religion, modern Christian religion, not telling us about this? Where they're saying like people are going to go to heaven, but this passage says, it just makes it seem like there's going to be after the prophecy of everything is fulfilled and eternal life is restored to humanity, well, there's also going to be a city that's going to come down to heaven to govern the world. So then there is no longer going to be people going to the court systems of this earth, because there's going to be a giant city here on this earth. And then people would be, justice would be served, I guess, from this city on earth. And people would have to answer to the heavenly kingdom instead of this earthly kingdom. So that would solve all the issues, because the justice would be divine. And that would really change the world. Now, if you do want to look at this example of this passage in the Bible of this kingdom coming down to earth, if you want to look at this as a figurative example, then the only way I could see that working that would be like enlightenment. I could see people saying, "Oh, well, that just means enlightenment," because people would awaken to their God consciousness or something. I could see people saying something like that, where they would try to explain what this Bible passage is talking about. But either way, that would that would really transform this world. Either way, I'm looking at it more. It sounds like a literal thing, because the description that was put into how this cube is designed with gold and pearl columns and foundation made of gems. It's a specific description, and the description actually matches up to a lot of the descriptions of heavenly things. I think Ezekiel was describing a lot of heavenly things that sounded a lot like the structure that they said was going to come down from heaven. So, for me, I would guess if this passage, if we're going to take the Bible literal, that's just what I want to know what you all think about this passage. The passages in Revelations, like I said, all the details and specifics about what Bible passage this is in my other video. I don't have all that information right in front of me right now, but I break it down in detail in my other video. And it sounds like, I don't know. I just want to know your thoughts on it. But like I said, though, the thing about it is, what is coming down from heaven to earth? If that is a real literal city that would transform this world, that would mean that would be at a time after this earth has been cleansed and we've all been redeemed. And now we don't answer. We would no longer answer to the worldly kingdom. And that would, and finally, everyone would have a chance to live prosperous and with justice and abundance, and it would resolve all the issues of this world. And if you take it, like I said, if you take this as a figurative example, I want to know how many of you all think this. I might have to do a poll and see how many of you think this is a figurative passage, or do you think it's a literal passage? I think, because that really matters, because if it's a figurative, how so? What is it describing then? Like I said, I could only see anybody saying like it's something about people awakening or something, if something comes down to heaven, to earth. But it doesn't, I don't know. I just want to hear your thoughts on this one. But if this is a literal kingdom coming to earth, that really foretells a different, it's like I don't really hear a take like that from modern organized religion. Like I don't really hear too much about this passage and what it means for the earth, and how it says there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and this would be after the conclusion of the system how it is now, and after the wrath of the Creator plows through this earth like a raging fire, and what's left of it, and then it will be restored. And if it is destroyed by fire, it's like, how is people gonna survive that? Who's gonna survive that? That would be like you'd have to be protected to survive that. The only ones that will remain would be the meek, because it says the meek shall inherit the earth and the wicked shall perish. So would it be specific people just spontaneously combust? You know, it would be like everyone around you would just, the wicked would just combust and fire. Wow. Anyways, let me know your take on all this information, or if you have anything to add to this discussion, let me know in the comment section and description box. I'm going to leave a link if you want to help support this channel. You can donate as little as $1 to help keep Feed Your Mind online. I'm also going to leave a link to my free email newsletters. And if you want to purify your water and get rid of all the toxins and make it the cleanest water possible, I'm going to leave a link for that. Look for HQH2O. That's in the comment section and the description box. Also, I'm going to leave links to my other channel. I'm going to be at Feed Your Mind 2 dropping videos. And then I'm going to leave a link to my social media, plus much more. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.